Are red stars finally dead? The new incursion campaigns are live in the game for real this time, but does this make red stars irrelevant? The Black Order's rework is also live in the game. Is this a team that you must build, or is this just another trap team? And are these month-long milestone events getting worse and worse? Tiger's event is live in the game right now. Is it going to be a winner or a loser? We're discussing all of these things and your questions from the mailbag, because it is Mailbag Monday. And if you're ready for all of that, Valley Club, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I'm ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day. In this video, we're talking about the new incursion campaigns, the Black Order rework, and your questions from the mailbag, because it is Mailbag Monday. And if it's your first time here on the channel, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. We got question and answer videos like this every single week, news videos, gameplay videos, everything to help your experience in Marvel Strike Force. But without further ado, let's get right into the game and talk about these incursion campaigns. They are live for real this time in the game. Now, a couple characters you do need to avoid in the Red Star store, because over time you can get these characters for free. 7 red stars for these characters for free. Now, it's a very, very low chance, so you're probably not going to do this initially. I probably wouldn't recommend refreshing the store with your power cores, because you're going to get campaign energy for this every single day. You're going to get 5 attempts per each of these nodes. I probably wouldn't refresh this stuff either. But if there's some characters that you need, maybe you would refresh some of these nodes. And the 2 main ones are going to be your invader nodes, where you could get red stars for your invader characters, and your Masters of Evil. These are 2 current teams that are used nowadays all over, or in their current raids and in Cosmic Crucible. Some of these other teams not as important. We're going to the Heroes for Hire, some city characters, some Bionic Avengers, some of the old Tangle team. Young Avengers are still pretty important. We have the military skill team, which Black Widow is still a part of the Infestation team, the old Inhuman team, and then the Underworld team, which still has some relevancy now. But any of these characters that have a node, I would not farm them at all in the store. I would not purchase any red stars for any of these characters, because over time you should be getting the 6 and 7 red stars for these characters. Very low chance initially, but over time, doing these every single day, you should get to these. And like I said, we got some pretty nice compensation here. So we got some incursion energy, so you could have more attempts at some of those nodes there, the incursion nodes. And we also got some normal downtime compensation. We got some campaign energy, ISO 8 energy, and we got the rewards for Cosmic Crucible as well. But all of this leads to the bigger question: are red stars now dead? With this new progression system, with the incursion raids, and giving out these silver promos very, very frequently. These gold promos, we're getting a lot of them as well. Seems like the major bottleneck right now is going to be these dark promo characters. So characters like your Horsemen, newer characters, your newer legendary characters like Black Cat and Nova, your characters like Zombie Iron Man, Zombie Juggernaut is going to be another character that takes these orbs. This is going to be the major source, but silver promo credits, gold promo credits, and all the characters that take those are significantly reduced in value nowadays. I don't think I have any character other than a dark promo character that has less than 5 red stars on these characters, just because of the abundance of silver promotion credits. So it does look like the next progression system is on the way, especially with these abundance of red stars in our inventory, which makes me wonder, are gold stars going to be the next bottleneck? These current characters, as soon as they pop up in the store and you're able to get them, you could use your silver promos, your gold promos on these characters. So it seems like these yellow stars are going to be the major bottleneck for upgrading characters. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are on the next progression system that is coming sometime, because these red stars are getting devalued. But of course, you can only get red stars if you have the gold stars to match it. So like I said, I think that is going to be the next major bottleneck. And that brings us to the reworks of Thanos and the rest of the Black Order. My question I'm posing to you, Valley Club, is this rework pointless? They're obviously not going to be used in Arena. They're not going to be used in raids. This probably doesn't make them Crucible viable either. So this rework is just to help War. And I think a lot of this is because some people did upgrade their Black Order for the previous season of War. Now that we have this current season and they aren't getting these upgrades, I think this was just to give the Black Order a little more versatility and to give the players that upgraded the Black Order for war just a little more value for them. But I don't think they're going to be in the meta. I don't think they're as strong as Infinity Watch, just from what I'm hearing from the other envoys that were on the test server. I was not able to get this team working on the test server, just the way the alliances work on the test server. But let's go take a look at the notes for this rework here. The main thing that you're getting from Corvus Glaive, yes, you're getting more assists from Proxima. You're clearing stun on the updated ultimate, but you're getting these stat bonuses here. 60% more health for Corvus Glaive, 35% more damage. Just brings this whole team in line with some of the current stats here. Let's move on to Cull Obsidian, the big tank of the team. Increased a lot of stats as well. Health, damage, 20%. Armor went up by 154%. And one of the big things is the updated passive. The first time any character takes a turn while this character's health is below 30%, and this character has taunt, heal for 40% of this character's max health. That is probably the biggest thing. The rest of what Cull does is good, but yeah, not a huge upgrade to him in any game mode. Ebony Maw also got a slight rework as well, bringing the stats up to more current stats and just getting a little bit more damage, more max health. Not a huge rework for Ebony Maw. Same thing with Proxima Midnight, and there is a little bit update to the basic. What the devs say about this basic, the description for Proxima was incorrect. Surprise, Valley Club. It was incorrect in the game. Her ability has always functioned that it couldn't be dodged, and Corvus was an ally. It also couldn't be blocked. This was always supposed to be the inverse of how Corvus basic attack works. We updated text to reflect how the basic is functioning. Outside of that, not a huge change for Proxima. Yes, a lot of the damage got upgraded and the base stats got upgraded here. Health going up by 45%, damage 30%, so that is good. And last but not least, the major rework comes to Thanos. Now, what the devs say about the rework of Thanos, Thanos no longer needs all 6 Infinity Stones to become empowered. This allows players to theory craft with Thanos now being able to swap out Black Order characters with other characters. And I think this is the main reason that this rework was done this way. Not because Black Order is supposed to be the big powerhouse in war, either on offense or defense. I think a hybrid team is supposed to be the powerhouse. So this allows theory crafting. Now, like I said, I was not able to use this team on a test server, so I was not able to do any theory crafting on my own. But if you guys are using this team and have some hybrids in mind with this Black Order, let me know what you think is the most powerful version of this team. The devs said they did review an aspect of Thanos' base passive where he generates ability energy for himself or an adjacent cosmic ally, and evaluated if we wanted to bring this empowered pass over to his empowered passive. And in the testing, could have some detrimental effects being able to generate ability energy with super-skrull. And that is a problem that not all alliances have, but higher level alliances with a super-skrull, empowered Thanos, and giving out ability energy could be very, very problematic because super-skrull is an insanely powerful character. We did not want to introduce this mechanic with the empowered Thanos in the current meta. Base Thanos still has that a part of this passive, so you can still use Thanos as an energy battery if you're not using any Black Order members, but that could be a very powerful combo with super-skrull himself, but not the empowered version. So outside of that change to his passive and some stat bonuses for the damage that he does on some of his moves, not a huge update to Thanos. One of the things that he does in war is if there's 2 or more Black Order allies, hero bio enemies cannot gain charge. So that should help to counter the Gamma team. We also got some stat bonuses as well. But this update to me seems very underwhelming. Let me know your thoughts. I think that's fine that it's underwhelming. I just don't think that you should rush out and be building your Black Order unless war is something very, very important to you. But let me know your thoughts on this rework entirely. As we move on to the mailbag questions, are war boosts worth doing at this point? I haven't done a war boost in a long time. And a lot of that is because my alliance is war casual. All we really need to do is get our attacks in. And that is pretty much it. So the bonuses, your extra attacks, doing your boosts for defense, not something that I've done. So I don't think they're really worth it at this point, unless they significantly increase the war rewards. I think most alliances that aren't like really pushing war right now aren't going to get a huge benefit from this. Next question is about the battle pass or strike pass. Do you buy them or not? Because I need the shards and power cores for one. So let's look at both of them. So the first one is the battle pass. Now this one is the one that used to have the better rewards, which is why if we go all the way back to the front of this, only getting 500 power cores. Now everybody has different valuations for power cores. Some people value them a little more than I do. Some people value them less than I do, but 100 power cores to me has always been worth about $1. So this is worth $5, which means in total, The rest of the stuff in this pass, to me, needs to be worth more than $15 for me to purchase this. And a lot in the past, there was rewards were kind of worth it with all the extra teal gear that you're getting here. I don't see $15 worth of value, especially with the older character like Thor here. Now, sometimes if you're getting a more updated character and those shards are a little more valuable to you, this would be a decent deal. But for me, I don't think that Battle Pass is worth it at all. The Strike Pass is a little different. Now, this is the one that used to have the worst rewards, but better character shards. So we're getting 1,000 power cores, which means that the rest of this pass needs to be worth $10 for it to be worth it. And I think they've done a good job of adding value. The character shards are always iffy. It depends if you need that character or not. Now, I have bought the last two, which featured Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes, which is an arena character, and Miss Marvel Hardlight, which is another arena character. Raid characters, this beta raid build is a little older characters, so for me, it's not worth it, but it still can be worth it based on the shards and the next star level that it may get you. But we're getting a lot more of these ions. Instead of just this 50,000 as T2 level 4 ions, we're getting 750,000 of them, 25,000 of the T2 level 5 ions, 500,000 of those. So I think they've done a good job of increasing the value. Now, a lot of this, they have increased the teal gear. You're getting a lot of orange gear here still, but I think this is the one. And if you do enjoy the character and the rest of the pass does have that $10 valuation for you, then I think it is worth it. If it doesn't, then yeah, not worth it as much. All right, next question. With the new Incursion campaign coming out, lessening the need of red stars and the fact that characters are releasing less shards, we please have the 4-star requirement removed from the red star blitz. This made sense with red stars were new, but it's so outdated nowadays. Anyone bringing this up with the envoys or player counts, oh man, it gets brought up every week. And kind of like these save squads, this is one that always doesn't get answered. But yeah, this is kind of annoying. This is very, very outdated. It should have been removed maybe back in year 2. We're in year 5 right now. We still have this stupid requirement for the red star blitz and needing those orbs. Yeah, it is very, very outdated. I think it's because of laziness or other issues that they didn't have the manpower to go back and fix this, that it's been, that it hasn't been changed. I don't think it's something that they want to be there. I just didn't think that they have thought about it, but it's been brought up the community managers a lot. I just not sure if they have the bandwidth to go back in to fix this, but it's very, very outdated. Hey, Val, I wonder if this Black Order rework makes any of the Dark Dimension 6 viable, especially Thanos, because of this battery mechanic. Now, like the devs did say in those dev notes, if you are using him with one Black Order member, he will not be the energy battery. So this combo that you're talking about with Cull, he would get empowered, but he would not become that energy battery. So you're going to get one or the other, not both. I haven't made Cosmic yet, but I try to keep my choices fluid until ready. All and Kang were part of my first 5, so still working on Photon, Kestrel, Ravager Sister. I think Photon is a good choice because she is a secret defender. I don't use an arena, but very, very strong in war, very strong in Cosmic Crucible. Kestrel is a great character for a rework. And Ravager Stitcher is a cheap character, probably not going to give you any value in Dark Dimension 6. Well, maybe because of the percent-based damage that Stitcher does, but probably not any value once you're done with Dark Dimension 6. So that is great that we can make these choices. It's not all cookie cutter like we had with the Horseman and Apocalypse. So I think these are better choices than the Black Order, my brother, because you're not going to be able to get both empowered and get those counters and all that stuff from Cull. Hey, Valley, did you see the new October month-long character? Apparently, free-to-play players won't unlock Tiger to the end of the month. Worse. Yikes. Yeah, and it seems like it's getting worse and worse and worse with these. Now, the past two, and some of that is because the past two were really good. The last one featured some newer characters, secret defenders, and we were able to get more shards with them. All of them already had previous events. The Tiger event right now, going on new characters, she has not had a release. So the first time that players are going to start to unlock this character is way down here. First time we get some shards for Tiger is at milestone 20. When we get the unlock, that is going to come very, very later in the month. And the good thing about this team, it doesn't seem like they're needed for any game mode outside of that legendary unlock. Yes, you're going to need this team to unlock whatever that unannounced legendary is, but it doesn't seem like they're needed for war defense. Yes, it will make it your war defense better and tougher for your opponents. Doesn't look like they're needed for war offense. They're a good war offense team, but I don't think they're a top 5 war offense team. So outside of that, it doesn't look like they're needed, but it is very annoying. These events are getting worse and worse and worse. The only other thing about the Tiger shards, we did see in the blog preview that one of the events coming up later this week does have some Tiger shards in there. So it is possible we could unlock her earlier in the month, but this month-long milestone does not look exciting at all for me. Let me know your thoughts on this month's version of the month-long milestone event. Hey, Valley, greetings from Singapore. Given the trash rewards for Crucible, and Scopely constantly making milestones for winning in Crucible, do you think it's a smart move to lose on purpose during the normal days when it comes to the event so we can guarantee CC wins getting those milestones? I don't know. I think it's always fun to try to win, right? You could be shooting yourself in the foot for these milestones. Other things you could do on these milestone days, you could switch up your defense so that your defense is not strong. You're giving your opponent a full clear, but you're making sure that you could full clear as well. That's one way to do this. I think the better thing that I want to push for is to Scopely to design these events properly so that we get our wins in Crucible and we could get this scoring for this event based on wins, but use that cap system properly so that people can't abuse it and just go in and lose on purpose and get all the milestones. No, you got to be able to cap that so that you could get the same 18 amount of play Crucible battles as the win Crucible battles, and you're not giving anybody extra points. That is the way these events should be designed. That's what I'm going to push for. Hey, but hope all is well. How does one find an alliance that is good fit for them? I'm a very engaged player. I don't spend very much, so I have to complete as many milestones to stay current. Yeah, that's always been a challenge, right? Finding an alliance that is playing at the same level you are. So you're a very engaged player. You probably want to find an alliance that is very engaged as well, because if you find a casual alliance, that's probably going to be very frustrating for you as well. The best place that I've found to find an alliance is on Discord. I prefer that as my communication method though. So if you prefer some other communication method, that's probably where you want to find your alliance. I know Facebook is a great source for that. Reddit used to be a great source, but I don't think great source nowadays. There's an alliance search on my Discord, so if you haven't already joined my Discord, you could check it out there. Hopefully that helps you, but yeah, it's just finding a right fit, and you might have to experiment with a few alliances to find one that really fits for you and matches your goals, because it's gotten a lot tougher over the years, especially with these alliance-wide events that are, Scopely is doing it to get that FOMO, so you don't let your alliance down, so you have to spend more, but what it's actually doing is breaking up alliances. So I don't think it's having that effect that they want, but it has gotten a lot tougher to find alliances and recruit for alliances. But hopefully Discord or wherever communication platform you use, you can find a good alliance there. If you have any other recommendations, Valley Club, down in the comments, let me know so everybody can find a good alliance. Is Mobile still in the Envoy program? Because his Black Order video yesterday led me to believe that yes, and I think he has made that public, but he is back in the Envoy program. The thing that he was very hesitant to come back to the Envoy program because of, I think Scopely did announce that that thing got removed. So he is back, and I think that is, he has made that public. What teams in Arena are giving you trouble? Secret Defenders Pox seems like a coin flip for me. Thanks for keeping it positive. So in my current Arena shard, all of them seem like a coin flip to me, my brother. The biggest team, the team that I'm seeing all over the place is this. As you can see, all three of these teams: Apocalypse, Black Cat, Ghost Rider, and Hardlight Miss Marvel, and just whatever placement. And a lot of times it ends up being whoever has the bigger Quicksilver is going to win this fight. But this is what I see all the time in my Arena shard. Luckily, I think only the top player has super-skrull, so I don't see that one. What I use to counter this, though, is just a mirror match. And it seems like a coin flip as well. If I go first, normally I end up winning. If they go first, sometimes they win, sometimes I win. But it does seem like a coin flip. Arena seems very, very messy nowadays. If you guys have a clean solution to what is going on in Arena, especially this Quicksilver, Secret Defenders, Apocalypse combo, let me know what you guys are using that gives you some reliable results. Because even when I win that team, it seems very messy. Doesn't seem like a clean fight. But that is it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helped you in Marvel Strike Force. And thank you to everybody that left a question. If this video did help you, leave it a like. It is free for you. It really helps out the channel. Thanks for watching, though, guys. See you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. And if you want to check out what are the best characters of farm that you could use in pretty much every team, make sure you can check out the video up there. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out.